I'm not gonna say who it is. I think you're gonna be surprised. That's who I'm gonna kill.
You think so?
Yep. I think you're gonna be shocked.
I probably will be.
It's gonna be the biggest plot twist in the whole episode, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh
no!" Alrighty then. So what's up, guys? Overrated Gamer, welcome back with, as you bros know it, Walking Dead Thursdays. So we back right on Thursday. So right on time as usual. We've been keeping that going. I do apologize for kind of going a little bit later than I did kind of anticipated. I did say between 2 and 4, so I do apologize on that part. But some things kind of changed in my situation, and so that's kind of why some things got kind of pushed a little bit further on my end with my car. Yay me. So I gotta figure that situation out, which shouldn't be too bad. It doesn't seem to be. But yeah, so I'm kind of doing that. So just kind of adjusting everything here. Let me know if you guys can hear. You can join if you want. Okay. All right. So and I'm gonna make a little bit of I'm gonna make a 5-minute because I don't mind. Okay, cool. Sorry, I got Deadly Cobra texting me. Of course, he answers me when I'm freaking live streaming. Go figure. Go figure. He can't do it when I'm not live streaming. Of course, which is fine. I'll get back to him about it. So, and again, I'm going to make an update video on this situation because it is about the Florida trip and us going down there and getting to see Hip Hop Luis, a.k.a. Swag Gamer, and, of course, doing that crazy 3 a.m. challenge, you know what I mean, that everybody is kind of, you know, it seems to be getting pumped about, you know how it is. So, you know, of course, we do need 12 more subs. So definitely, you know, definitely do help us get to 720 subs by June 1st. We're still keeping that true all the way through. We're only 12 subs away, so that's awesome. Again, I appreciate the new subscriber for getting us there, getting us closer at least. More content's going to be coming up here on the channel. We got a lot of streams tonight, so definitely do want to stay tuned for that. Let's see here. We got Walker Dead with us, so welcome.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Of course, link for his YouTube channel will be in the description. Definitely check him out. Show him some love. We got some Walker Dead content tonight for sure. We're going to be doing the reboot series, episode 3, finally. It's been a while for that.
Yeah.
Quickly sharing it around here real quick. Again, let me know if you guys get the chance. Let me know how everything is sounding. This is not going to be like an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's going to be about an hour, so it might go a little bit over, possibly. But we're going to kind of keep it kind of short. Short and sweet, you know what I mean? We're going to go over a lot of information, though. So do keep that in mind. It's going to be worth the 50 minutes. You know what I mean? It's not like we're going to cut you short here. We're going to be discussing quite a bit in this episode review. The Walking Dead Thursdays, we're going to try to keep them. I mean, we're not going to try to keep them like too short and sweet. But we are going to go into discussion about Fear, of course, because Fear is premiering every week. So we do want to discuss the next episode, give a review on it, give our thoughts, opinions, all that stuff, what we think about the future of Fear, you know, viewership, ratings, all that good stuff. You know, we like to go deep, hard deep into it. Same thing with The Walking Dead. And do all that stuff. We might go a little bit over, obviously, you know, a little bit of Walker Dead stuff. But obviously, again, with the series going on now, you know, we're going to be kind of busy with that, obviously, which you can understand, of course. And it's going to be kind of more on that. We're not going to be too open on that kind of discussion. We may talk a little bit about the Clementine series situation, a little bit here, maybe a little bit of update on that. possibly. So, what did you think about episode 9? To give you a good recap, because you did see the episode live on TV. Obviously, you obviously did see, or obviously hear my basically my entire conversation, me explaining every little bit of detail of the episode on Thursday. But now that you got to see it live on TV, let us know what you think about episode 9. I'm forgetting the episode name now.
Things Left to Do.
Things Left to Do, yep. Okay. There we go.
At this premiere, really gave a lot of love and attention to it. Like,
sure.
They really made me care about Virginia in this episode. Sure, in the beginning, she was just terrible, but towards the middle and towards the end, I don't know, they just made me care about her character. And then when she died, which was pretty shocking,
right?
I mean, I had to admit, I just felt bad for her because, I mean, sure, what she did to her parents was messed up, but then again, that's something we just don't know. Were they bad parents, or was Virginia being selfish? I mean, they never really fully explained that, but I mean, geez, were they her own parents? But I mean, I will admit, I just felt sorry for her, the way she was crying and the way Dakota was like, no, I don't want to see you. I don't want you here. And the way she was like crying, I was like, damn.
How's that? How can you guys hear him better? Let me know. Hopefully you can. But
I will say Morgan in this episode as a leader, it just gave me vibes to Rick Grimes. Like, he was, like, you could just see and tell that he was Rick Grimes in that moment where he grabbed that axe, pointed it to Virginia's throat, and says, "Give me Daniel and Grace." My goodness, that just gave me chills to the bone. It felt like he was Rick in that situation. My goodness. I will admit, Luciana, was okay in this episode. I did understand why she hit under course. But I mean, I will admit that. Charlie, I just didn't care. Dakota, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Hold up. Okay, there we go. Continue.
Yeah, like I was just saying, I don't know. I mean,
apologize about the little bit of lag.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wanted her to fall off a cliff, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. She was just kind of there. Same with Charlie, just kind of there. Daniel, I mean, I wanted to see some badass Daniel in this episode, but it seems like we're gonna get that next episode, which I'm pretty hyped for. But Grace was actually pretty good in this episode. This episode made me like Grace even more, because, you know, that scene where Morgan's talking with Grace, and it just shows you how much chemistry they have between each other and how much they care about each other as friends. And I like that. I actually like that character development because it just shows what a nice, you know, heartfelt friendship they got. And I just hope they explore that more.
Right. Exactly.
Before, you know, they get into a relationship.
Exactly.
But I can't wait.
How does he... Let me know, how does Walker Dead sound so that I can make sure that you guys can hear him fine. Let me know. Apologize about the buff. Nothing I can really do about that. Hope she breaks herself free of human instruments and Ditsy. Did you watch episode 9? He sounds good. That's good to hear. What do you think about how this season is going? I mean, it's a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie there. You know, episode 9 was really good. Episode 8 was so. It's all right. It's okay. More of a depression than anything because of John dying.
I mean, to be honest with you guys, I did not like episode 8 at all. I mean, I liked the beginning.
No, it was a 6 out of 10 for me. 6.5 out of 10 for me. It was just, it was.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. It's like a 6.8 out of 10 because John's death in that episode. But I will bet the beginning was really good, and then you reach the middle of the episode, and then you get to the end of the episode, which is what pisses off a lot of people, including myself. So yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, it's a 6.9 out of 10 for me for that episode, and I don't think that's going to change.
So random, you let me know if you've seen episode 9, and maybe even if you've seen episode 10. Let me know. Derek says this episode sucked. Okay, I'm assuming you're referring to episode 10. Wow, that's some strong words there.
That's
some strong words.
I mean, Derek, if you think episode 10 sucked, tell us your reasoning in the comments.
Did you see episode 9?
Tell us why.
Yeah. Let me know what you think about it. I would say it's a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty good. But my internet when it comes to this, I apologize, by the way. So yeah, it's freaking I don't know. It's finicky. Now this episode was okay, just because Daniel was a lot better character. Now Strand was more of a part of it, which kind of just I don't really care about Strand anymore. So it just kind of like just whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't really give a shit. Now Daniel was.
No, wait a minute. I do have a negative.
Hold up. Daniel was was almost gonna kill him, and that was let's see. Random says, yeah, it was good, but I really hope that they were going to talk about depression more. How they were slowly losing their will to live. Oh, damn. Damn. That's the way of putting it. So okay, that's great to hear your review on episode 9. If you guys didn't know, episode 9, if you're curious on the rating or the viewership, compared to episode 8 of season 6 of Fear got 1.17 million, probably because of the mid-season premiere, which is not too much of a surprise because of John dying in this episode. Episode 9, you would have think that it would have went up in ratings. No, it did exactly the opposite. The episode, just because it's a good quality episode, does not mean the ratings are going to go up. It doesn't mean it. It doesn't mean it. Not with Fear. Not with Fear. Not at all. I'm sure that might be more of the case with other series, but definitely not with Fear. So episode 9 got 1.12 million viewers. So it dropped 50,000 people, which is actually kind of a disappointment, to be honest with you. Especially how good this episode was. I mean, it was a pretty damn good episode compared to episode 8, compared to episode 7, and even 6, for that matter. It was a really good episode. I was a lot more into it than I was the last 3. So that's kind of a that's kind of like damn you. All right, there we go. So yeah, thank you for the stupid notification that I don't give a shit about. Okay. So, my apologies about that. So yeah, so episode 9, pretty damn good. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on it. I agree with you. It was a decent, good episode. Didn't give a shit about Charlie. Obviously we wanted some other characters to die, like Strand. Again, that was great that he did a 360. And in this episode, the characters come together, if you're curious. They do come together to kind of have a little bit of a talk about, what's basically ahead. You know what I mean? Like basically trying to figure out, any other things that Dakota knew about Virginia and their plans, you know what I mean, and all their other stuff. Basically just trying to figure it all out. You know what I mean? So So if she did plan something that they didn't get a chance to see, and such like that, I hope the next episode takes place entirely within Rick's mind as he struggles to find deeper connections with others that last, since those was basically just a fever dream emotion. What? Okay, are you talking about Walking Dead or are you talking about Fear? It sounds like to me you're talking about Walking Dead because you said with. If you're curious, it seems like the writers can't find original storylines. Plot is completely rehashed and predictable. My friend said that. Oh, I mean, your friend's not wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, your friend's not that wrong. I mean, it is pretty freaking. In a lot of ways, it is kind of predictable. In some ways, it isn't. It's 50-50 on that one. There's a few things that actually I'll give credit to the writers. Okay, they did get me on that. But was it a good move? Not necessarily. So just because they got me on that move doesn't mean it was a good move. Let's just be honest there. So good job for getting me, but you didn't please me. You concerned me more about the series. Let's just say that. Which they're idiots, so of course they're gonna do that. They're gonna concern me more about it.
I mean, the writers is another big issue with here right now.
Yeah, that's the situation. Now I'd say that they do have better writers. As of recently, I've noticed. At least there's a couple guys that written like episode 9, for instance, and such like that. And yeah. Now Tread's over here saying that Fear and Walking Dead is like right on equal. You must be drinking some Kool-Aid. I don't know where the hell you're getting that shit from. Now I'm sorry.
I don't know if you're high on sugar, but I mean,
I respect your opinion. I
Come
respect
on.
your opinion and such like that. But saying the quality is freaking equal. No, not at all. Understand my rating for episode 9. I said 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. Most Walking Dead episodes got an 8 to a 9 out of 10. Some of them being 10 out of 10. Fear for me has not reached that point at all. Now, maybe for the first 3 seasons, I would probably be more of a closer to an 8 to a 9 out of 10. Maybe there's a few episodes that I might have said 10 out of 10. I can't remember. It's been a while. And maybe a few of them nowadays I may rate it as a 10 out of 10. But season 6, you're funny. You're hilarious. No, none of these episodes I rate a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, or even an 8 out of 10. I'm sorry, but none of them have really gotten me that invested into the show, and the reason why I say that is because season 5 and 4 ruin that for me. It basically ruins all hope for me to get a rating that high. It practically does, because there's just so many characters on the show now that I just don't give a shit for. So that makes it a pain in the ass for me to rate it a 10 out of 10 for one. Or even an 8 out of 10 for that matter. And 2, the story. You know what I mean? Where are you going with the story? Where the hell are you going with it? Because to me, it just seems like you're going all over the damn place. You don't know where the hell you're going. And that's another issue. You know? So it's just confusing. Now this episode actually confused me a lot, because it had to deal with Daniel a lot. And that wasn't the issue that it had to deal with Daniel. The issue is with the issues that happened, or the problems that happened within their community. It kept coming back, and they kept blaming Daniel for it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? It kept confusing me, because I'm like, how is it his fault? I was confused by that. I'm like, wait a minute, how did Daniel do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would Daniel, do this and do that? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because when you watch the episode and you see him say the thing to the characters, or to the few people, Grace and Charlie. Of course, Charlie had to be right fucking there and a part of this damn scene. God forbid. they said he said this, and not that. When that's not true at all. That's not what he said. He actually did say this and this, which completely confused me. I was like, okay, what? Are we just... Is everybody just against Daniel now? I was thinking in my head, like, what the fuck? What is this shit? I was like, really? I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm even confused at this point. You know? I was trying to make sense of it. I was. It took me... I don't even know if I still make sense of it. I'm that freaking thrown off by it. And I'll get to the spoilers here in a few to get you to... So then you understand what I'm saying. And obviously Walker Dead hasn't seen it yet. But I think he's gonna be used to that nowadays. You know what I mean, to be on Walking Dead Thursdays.
Pretty much. But I'm still gonna watch.
Right. Which he's still gonna watch it, so he's still gonna see it in live reaction, and then he can get his full take on the episode. And then we'll hear his review on that entirety when he does watch it this Sunday. Which is perfectly fine. Now, me explaining it to him, I'm curious on what his take is gonna be. And then compared to him seeing it live on TV, it's going to be two different kind of things because you might just get a totally different take on it. But yeah, so this episode really does confuse me in a lot of senses, and it's a lot of blaming each other. Now I'd say what's her name? I can't think of her name, but she's the one with the cowboy, or not the cowboy hat, but you know what I mean, with the hat, the truck loader girl.
Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. She says something really good to Strand, which kind of, which I kind of agree with her, not gonna lie. Because Strand starts to make a point to somebody, so one of the other characters, I think to Danielle or whatever like that, saying, well, you almost screwed us over with your stupid plan and such like that. He came back and said, well, my plan was to get everybody out. And guess what? My plan worked. True. Fact. And then Sarah came in there and says, talk to the one who supposedly turned on Virginia just to save his own ass. I freaking was like, thank you.
She really said that? Damn.
Or something down that lines. And I'm like, damn. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, Strand, but I gotta agree with her. She's right. You probably fucking did it to save your ass. Let's be honest. You saw a way out of this situation, so you decided, you know what, I'm going to turn on her. Let's be honest. Come on. At this point, I don't trust you, really, anymore. You know what I mean? You kind of blew my trust, because I don't know what fucking side you're on. You can't make up your damn mind. You're on one side, and then you're on the other side, so it's just freaking like, what the frick? Be on one side and stay on that side, alright? If you're a snake, you're a snake. Don't try to act like you're a hero and then a snake at the same time. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Pretty much.
So no, when she says that, he just freaking shuts right up, and I'm like, good, fucking shut up. Your points, okay, yeah, they may be small little baby points, but, bruh, don't try to play that shit over here, trying to act like that. Oh yeah, I went against Virginia and I freaking shot at her and all that shit. I'm a hero and all that. It's like, really? You've been on her side since the fucking beginning. Practically. So, to do a 180, I'm happy you did a 180, but does it mean I trust you? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't, because what happens if a similar situation happens when enemies do that to your group? And what happens if you do a 180 on them? Then that really shows how much of a snake you really are. You know what I mean? And so that's what that's really what I'm looking for at this point. You know what I mean? If a similar situation like that happens, like the Virginia situation in episode 9 there, you know what I mean, in that beginning. If that situation does happen and you can switch it around, you know what I mean, and do a 180 and turn on your people, are you going to do it? Or are you actually going to stand up and actually be on the right side, which is your people, which would be, Alicia's group and everybody else? Or are you going to turn on them and be like, oh, no. Yeah, these people are bad. If you do that, You know, I mean, which I believe you will. I believe you will. You're that much of a snake. You know what I mean? But I'd be curious to see, you know, what direction you would do. And I guess we'll find out if a situation like that does happen again. You know what I mean? And I'll be watching out for that if it does. And I think Walker Dead. I think you'd be watching that for that too.
Yeah.
Because I'll explain
I agree with you. I mean, I have to agree with Daniel and Sarah. I mean, sure, of course you did a 180, and I'm grateful for that, but at the same time, yes, you trusted Virginia, and on top of that, you lied to Alicia instead of telling her the truth. And I'm like, bro, all you have to do is tell her the truth. She's an understanding person.
Right, she is a very understanding person, and you know what I mean. But,
that's what I like about her.
But Sarah makes a good point. You know what I mean. It seems like you just did that 180 just to save your own ass. You know what I mean? And because everybody else was going to side against you as well, so of course you're like, oh, I gotta side against Virginia. You know what I mean? I gotta go against her. You know what I mean? Because if I don't, my ass is not going to be saved. Whoa, your precious ass. Woo. You know,
yeah.
Of course you're going to do that. Anybody would. You know, the real question is, are you going to do it against your friends? That's the real question. You know, and if you do, then fuck you. You know what I mean? I could give a shit about you. And that's the truth. You know, so yeah, that's great that you did a 180, but let me see the truth about, you know what I mean, whether or not you do it to your actual friends. You know what I mean? Or to any of your people for that matter, and that includes the guys that you're with right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, one of the rumors I heard, I don't know if either of you guys heard about this rumor, which I think is BS. I heard a rumor saying that Madison's going to come back into Fear the Walking Dead season 6 finale, and she's going to kill Strand, and then she's going to shoot Daniel in the leg, and I'm like, what the heck? That's not Madison. That's not Madison. That's why I think that rumor is BS.
Well, I hope it's BS because I'm going to tell you, you know, it's going to be a terrible, you know, I mean, the only good thing about that is that you're going to kill Strand. That's the only good thing I can see out of that. Other than that, everything else is shit. You know, you shooting Danielle, that's fucking stupid. And then her being freaking insane, that's also fucking stupid. You know what I mean? That's not.
I just pray that rumor's, you know, not true, because if it is, you know.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with these idiots. You know what I mean? I don't have faith in them at all. I really don't.
To be honest with you, it sounds like a move those two new showrunners would do.
You know, yeah. There's a rumor that Morgan dies. Yeah, you know.
Wait, what?
Ah, really? That's a new one. I didn't hear that. I'm gonna tell you this. If that rumor is true...
Oh, hell no!
No, I'm gonna say this. If that rumor is true, the fucking Rays are gonna plummet so bad, I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass off. I'm gonna fucking fall back in my chair, and I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna make a video about it.
I'm gonna be upset. Like, come on, Morgan is becoming Rick Grimes of Fear the Walking Dead now.
I'm gonna be pissed, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna laugh my ass off about those ratings falling. Because I'm going to, believe me, they're going to fall like they never fall before. Hell, even with Morgan there, they're falling like fucking hotcakes. You had a very good fucking written episode, episode 9. I'm not going to lie there. It was a really good episode. And that episode dropped in viewership. No matter what. It didn't matter that it was a good episode. It dropped in viewership. You killed off a pretty shitty character. And guess what? You still lost ratings. And that's probably because you made a dumbass move and killed off John in a fucking terrible-ass way. You know, that's probably why. That's probably why those 50,000 said, fuck you. You know, we're done. We're not even going to give episode 9 a try. Fuck this series. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen. And, you know, and episode 10 is actually... It's not as great as episode 9. Which means the ratings are going to dip even more. I mean, I can only believe it's just going to go back on that downtrend again. And I'm really going to
it wouldn't surprise me either way.
Right. And I'm really going to be watching if it hits 1.09 again, like episode 7, or if it goes even lower than that. That's going to be crazy. I'm curious. I'm very curious on that. But again, if Morgan dies, first of all, I'll be pissed as hell, and that would probably almost freaking completely stop me from watching Fear. Probably. I'd have to think about it. I may just watch it to see how shit it goes, and that would be the only reason why I'd watch it, to see how shitty it is.
I'm telling you, if he dies, it's going to be like the Carl situation all over again, and then people are going to get upset, and then I'm going to get upset, and then, that's when the downtrain's really going to hit.
It's going to be worse than that, and you're going to see those ratings drop like you've never seen them drop before. I'm going to tell you
Yep. Pretty much.
It's going to be pretty fucking shitty. And you're probably going to kill him in a shitty way, too.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because look at what they did to John. They just,
and he was a great character. Yeah, he was a great character. And they killed him in a pretty terrible way, as I would say.
And it broke. It just, I don't know, it just sickened me. And it broke my heart to see that on screen. Like, why?
And another rumor that the whole group dies, too. What the fuck are these rumors?
Oh, my goodness. What is going on with these rumors, bro?
I mean,
I don't understand these people. Like, really?
I mean, well, their season 7's not going to get anything if they kill everybody off at the end of season 6. You might as well just cancel right there. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. They better not kill off Sherry and Morgan. If they do that shit, I'm done with the show.
I mean, I'm already done with the show, and because these stories are just not getting anywhere. You know what I mean? They're not solving anything.
Yeah.
They're not.
I mean, they're lucky I'm still watching for Alicia, Morgan, Sherry, Daniel, and Grace, characters like that.
Right.
They're lucky I'm still watching the show for them. Right. Not for, the story.
Yeah, no, and my characters, again, you just keep cutting that list shorter and shorter and shorter, giving me more of a reason not to watch it at all. And again, I don't really care for Alicia that much. She's okay for me. Sherry at this point is okay for me. I don't really care it that much. I mean, it's just whatever. I mean, again, her story I think is just too blatant. It's just a repetitive. If they do something interesting with their story, I might actually gain some interest. But they're not doing jack shit. And it's just kind of like...
I mean, if these new showrunners could, put their foot down and be like, hey, let's do something really cool with Sherry, or let's do something really big with
they're not doing
with Alicia.
You know what I mean? She barely said...
Agreed.
She barely said that much in this freaking episode. She barely did. And if anything, she freaking complained and blamed Danielle. And I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, come on. Like, seriously. I mean, that just irritated me more. I'm just like, come on.
I mean, why did she just blame Charlie? It makes no sense. That just proves that the writers of that episode don't care.
Oh, they went after Charlie this time. The guy did. The guy that's part of Sherry's group. Yeah, they freaking caught her freaking going through their supplies.
What?
Yeah.
That psycho bitch. Wow, what a
now
dick
hold
move.
up.
I am sorry, but that is such a dirty move.
Okay.
It makes me hate her now.
Yeah.
Even more.
Morgan the leaker said it confirmed that Morgan dies. Well, we'll see that to believe it. Again, I'm not gonna believe anything at this point.
I have to see it to believe it.
But I'm telling you, I'm gonna be pissed for one, and two, I'm gonna wish those ratings drop like they never dropped before. Because that will just cancel the series right then and there. And you know what? That'll be the rightful choice. That they should have fucking done that a long time ago. Not fucking, oh yeah, let's make a season 7.
They should have ended Fear the Walking Dead under season 4.
Yeah, they really should have. I mean, at this point,
how it ended.
Not this shitty running. I mean, goddamn. This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. I'm sorry. But this story...
I mean, if they canceled Fear under season 4, we would have never got the shittiness that it is... And still is Fear the Walking Dead Season 5.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had to go through that embarrassingness. I mean, there are so many people saying that he's going to die. He better not. I mean, again, you know what I mean? They can't kill him off unless if they want their show to die. If they really want their show to die, that's how you do it. You kill off Morgan.
I mean, if the rumor of Morgan dying true, and if the rumor about Madison coming back and killing Daniel, well, not killing Daniel, but killing Strand, shooting Daniel in the leg, and walking away in a brainwashed, evil fucking fashion, I'm going to be upset. Like, if those two rumors are true, which I pray to God they're not, but if they are, I'm going to be upset.
Oh, it's just going to be Be like, well, what did I say? I told you that they suck at writing the back halves.
Well,
I ain't wrong
I'll
on
be
that.
like, you know what? Overrace was actually right this time, and he saw the future. Somehow God showed him the future.
I mean, hey, if season 4 back half and season 5 back half didn't tell you how shitty they are writing at the back halves of the seasons, I don't know what does. You know.
Trust me, the second half of Fear the Walking Dead season 4 and 5 were ass.
The leaker says he might die from the zombie from saving the group, and that's pretty much how they're gonna have a happy ending if it's true. Saving. Happy ending.
Wait, what?
What kind of a happy ending?
Whoa, what?
No, wait a minute.
You must be high.
Wait a minute here, Derek. Happy ending my ass. They said they're doing a season 7. I don't know where the fuck this leaker is getting his ass. But ending? You mean finale?
So what, he's gonna die in season 6, episode 13? Is that what they're gonna do? Hell no. They better not do that, because if they do, I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna be like, you know what? This is one of the worst episodes of Fear the Walking Dead in history.
That's what the people are saying.
Well, if I was showrunner, I would have done something amazing.
I'm not gonna believe them, and we'll just wait and see. You know what I mean? And if it does happen, I'm gonna watch those ratings. Hell, they might even plummet before it even gets to that episode. I mean, hell, it's already going down that trend. You got your best episode you made, I think, this season. If I'm not wrong, there. You freaking.
In my opinion,
1.12 million viewers.
6.
I mean, that is fucking sad. That is your best written episode of the season. I mean, if it is, you should be crying on your damn knees. You know what I mean? That's what you should be doing. You should be crying on your knees. I mean, you idiots. I don't know if you're paying attention to them, but I think you should fucking open your eyeballs, get some new lenses in there, and fucking look at the ratings. I think you're seeing, dust on your screen or something like that. I think when you're looking at the ratings, you're like, oh, 2 or 3 million. Yeah, that's pretty good. Clean your eyeballs there, buddy. That's 1 million. That's not 3, you dumbass. I don't know where the hell you're getting, great ratings. My ass. They ain't great ratings. Those are fucking terrible.
You're retarded.
I mean, that's
whoever thinks that, you're crazy.
Compared to what you were getting before, not even close. You were getting like 4 to 3 to 2 million before. So no, 1 million. I would be concerned if I saw my series get that low, 1.12 million. I'd be like, okay. I'm gonna wait until the season ends, and then see what the average is for the entire season, and then we'll see about making another season or not. Because again, that's what you should be looking at, not about reviews. Reviews don't fucking matter. Okay, reviews are not gonna give you the money. If people watching the show is gonna give you the money. Okay, and if your viewers are freaking going on a slope and it's not going up at all, then you're fucked. You ain't gonna get nothing out of it. Because that means the next season is really gonna dip, and that's it. Or it has a better chance of dipping anyway. But anyways, we're gonna see about those rumors. I'm not gonna believe them. I'm just gonna act like they were never here. I
think those 2 rumors are BS, in my opinion.
We'll find out when we watch the damn episodes. And if they are only doing 13 episodes, I mean, first of all, what the fuck?
I'm like, why not do 16 episodes?
Hold up. Well, the first question is, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing only 13 episodes? I don't give a shit about COVID. That doesn't fucking matter. You're back into filming. You're back into production. What does a lousy 3 extra episodes have to do with you not fucking doing them? What the fuck? That doesn't make any damn sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I mean? Don't give me that BS COVID excuse. Fuck that. That's an excuse to get out of it. Okay? Second of all, if you give us 13 episodes, fine. I don't give a shit. I mean, at the same time, I don't give a shit, because really your series is shit anyway. So, I mean, you're giving us less episodes, so okay, good. I mean, I guess whatever. So, so there's that. If you're gonna do a season 7, again, this
They revealed it too early. That's another thing, too.
Yeah, they did reveal it way too early. When their ratings were dipping. Their ratings were on a decline the entire time. And you know what's funny? It's actually on a decline right now. Because technically, if you look at episode 1, right? It started off at 1.59 million. What did it end off with the mid-season finale? It ended off with 1.09 million. So it dropped a good 500,000 people. 450,000 people, somewhere around there, right? So, what did episode 8 start off with? 1.17 million. Well, guess what the next episode got? 1.12 million. Okay, what is episode 10 gonna get? Is that gonna go even lower? Because if it goes in a lower, if it goes lower than episode 10, yikes. You know what I mean? You're basically starting from episode 1, except this time you're starting at a very lower number to begin with. So instead of you starting at 1.59 million, you're starting at 1.17 million, which is not a high number compared to 1.5. You know what I mean? Which means, are we going to start seeing 900,000 viewers? Are we going to see your episodes go below 1 million? Shit, man. Yikes. You know, I'd be concerned if I did see that, you know? So we'll keep watching. But I'm going to laugh my ass off if I see it go below 1 million. I'm telling you, I'm going to laugh my ass off. I'm going to be like, ha, I told you so, you fuckers.
Pretty much.
You know? I mean, because that's what it's going to be, because you idiots don't listen. You know, you never fucking listen. To us, we're the fans that
they don't another thing too, they don't listen to the fans, because if they listen to the fans,
we tell you one thing,
we could have gotten Madison back or Troy.
Yeah, we fucking tell you one thing and you fucking blow it off. You be like, oh, you can't take criticism. It's like, you fucking crybabies. You know, no wonder why your series is shit. You know, you can't fucking take criticism. You can't freaking, you know, tell us what
listen
you're doing
to the
wrong.
fans.
You know, you just want to do whatever you want to do, and you know what? I hope your series does fail. I hope it does fucking crash to the bottom. You know, because at this point, you're disrespecting my characters. At this point, you know, and I don't want to see them be disrespected. I don't want to see them trashed on by you fucking losers. You know, you don't deserve shit. All right, you don't deserve my fucking view at all. Neither does anybody else. And everybody else that's brainwashed for this, you know, open your eyes. You know what I mean? You can't tell me fucking season 6 is as great as season 3. Give me a break. Come on. Look at the fucking story. Look at how well the characters were portrayed. Look at how everything was. 10 times better, by far. Way better. The villain is 5 times better. You can't fucking tell me Virginia's a good villain. She's fucking terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Virginia, Martha, whoever, Logan, and that other crazy dude. So, yeah, they're terrible. Terrible villains. I'm like, the only good villain in the whole series is Troy Otto.
Right. So,
and that's just sad.
Exactly. So, let's see here. So Movie Idol, you know, you're fucking drunk. You're so damn drunk, I don't even know if you know where you're at. Alright, you had so much goddamn Kool-Aid, I don't even know where the fuck you're at. You know what I mean? You're that far off the edge.
Wait a minute. You want to hear what Movie Idol said? Because I did see his recent video. You want to know what he said in that video?
What did he say?
No, wait a minute. He literally said, he said that, they could bring back Isabel in season 7. Or with Althea and Isabel, and I'm like, no, I don't care about that. I'm like, why are you gonna do it if they know that people like me don't care about something like that? I don't care. I mean, I did care about Isabel in the beginning, and then they did that whole gay storyline with her and Althea, and I'm like, that makes no sense. Why would you do that? That's what he said. That's what he said. Movie literally said that Isabel could return in season 7, and that the Althea and Isabel relationship is something they could touch upon in season 7. And I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, no. Okay, so you may know what planet you're on, but you surely don't know what fucking show you're watching. All right. Yeah, you're way off the edge. There's no saving you at this point. You're too far gone. You know, Trev. I think you need to. You know, episode 8. I kind of agree with your decision. You didn't know what to think. But after episode 9, You must have drank way too much Kool-Aid, dude. You need to back off from the Kool-Aid, man. The Kool-Aid pushes you way too far, alright? Don't let these retards fucking suck you into something, you know what I mean? I mean, if you like the series, I don't know what the fuck you need to see to make you understand why it's not that great. But I mean, again, it's your fucking opinion. I'm not going to change everybody's opinion. If you like it, fine, you like it. But I can't wait to see your reaction when the fucking ratings just dip so hard. It's going to be great. Because that's going to tell you how many people don't really give a fuck about the show anymore. Okay? You know what I mean? If it's not telling you right now, I don't know what is. I mean, Jesus Christ. Season 5 has been on a decline ever since it started. Season 6 hasn't gotten any better.
I mean, some episodes are really good. Like, in my opinion, Fear Season 6 episodes
You're right.
1
your quality,
and Episode 9 are the best of the whole season.
Your quality, in a lot of ways, are a lot better. They're an improvement, by far. I agree. Don't get me wrong. But just because they improved on that doesn't mean you can say it's as good as The Walking Dead. I mean, that's
I mean, bro, how are you going to say it's as good as The Walking Dead when the Here's Negan episode is amazing and it makes me want to watch season 11? It really does.
Right. It's a 10 out of 10 episode, and you retards, I would be amazed. I'd fucking blow my ass out if I could possibly see you make a good episode like that. You know,
I mean, sure. I mean, I will admit they had the balls to kill Virginia, but I'm like, but you still don't have the balls to listen to the fans, especially if you know they want a character like Madison back on the show.
Right, but even at regards, you know what I mean. I mean, at this point, do I want Madison back on? I mean, yeah, I do. But at the same time, do I want to see her be shitted on by you idiots? I don't want to see that. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they're gonna have her back, I
mean,
you already hear the rumor.
You already hear the rumor, right? The rumor ain't sounding great at all. And if that ends up
it's not.
If that's turning out to be reality, then as I just told you before, then these retards bringing Madison back, that was a bad idea. Because these idiots, again, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just want to bring her back to get views. That's it.
I mean, if the rumors I'm hearing are true, I need to see in order to believe. That's the thing.
Well, that's
because if it is true, I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, I would be upset because you're making Madison a villain, which is something I'm not on board with.
Here we go. This is a good message from Derek, which, you know what? Props to you, Brody. A+. He goes, nothing in this show blown me away yet. We only get shit like getting pissed off from losing the people we like. Exactly.
Derek, shout out to you, brother, because you are stating true facts.
Exactly. 100%, all the way. By far, man. So going in this episode, you're curious on my rating.
What's your rating for the episode? Is it 6 out of 10? Or 5 out of 10? Because I know, I mean, I can understand it. I can understand your reasoning on why you don't like the episode.
It's a 6.5 to a 6 out of 2. It's a 6.5 to a 6.8 out of 10. It's in that range. It's an okay episode. It was way better than episode 8, by far. But again, you know, I didn't care for fucking Strand. Wasn't a fan of him. No, I mean, I didn't mind the fact that he was pointing the gun at him. Now that did kind of make me a little bit happy. But he never did pull the trigger, which kind of depressed me on that point.
I'm like, why didn't he pull the trigger?
When he did shot at him, I was like, oh, here we go. Shoot him, buddy, shoot him. But he did do it. And I can understand why he didn't. Charlie, oh, God. She's too much into this episode. God fucking Lord. God help me.
I mean, to be honest with you, this episode should have focused on Morgan and Daniel.
It was way too much in this episode. Now, again, it's a mix of different characters, you know what I mean? You got Sherry in here, you got Strand, you got... basically, you got two of each people from all the groups. Is basically what you have here. So basically the leaders of the group. You know what I mean? And they're coming together because they're trying to figure out everything, right? So that's how the episode... So the episode starts off with Daniel explaining, like, what's going on. Now, it's basically an interview. Daniel's having an interview. Can you guess who he's having an interview with?
Who?
Guess. Just guess.
Dakota?
No.
Charlie?
Nope. It starts with a J.
Hold on.
Yeah. Starts with
Jacob?
Nope. Not too many J's.
I mean...
I shouldn't have to say
June.
the gender. Ah! Yes. June. So, he was having...
I mean, that could have... Was that interesting?
It was interesting, yes. Now, you didn't know who was interviewing him until the very end of the episode. So, it shows scenes of him talking about what's going on through this entire episode. Because, you know what I mean? Because it's basically, you know what I mean, everybody trying to figure out what's going on. And so they're trying to get his perspective on what happened. So that's kind of how it starts off with in the beginning of the episode. So we start on the episode like that. We go on through. Morgan asks Sherry, and one other guy, that one guy with the white mask, to come meet together, as well as Strand and a girl that he has with her, and then you got Sarah that comes in there as well. So they all get in a big ass table, and we have a communication with obviously Morgan goes and gets some supplies for his wife, because his wife needs some supplies. Of course, they put all the guns in the shack, locked up with a key. Mind you, that shack is locked. So, to be protective. Secretly enough, Danielle actually keeps on one pistol. Keep that in mind. He keeps a pistol in somewhere hidden on him. Don't know where. But he kept it on him. You don't find out until later in the episode, until about midway through. And they're like, oh, he had a pistol on him, that fucker. You know? But it's 50-50 on that part. So basically they have a conversation. They have Dakota there because they're trying to figure out, like, what the situation is. You know what I mean? Like, did Virginia plan something? All that. You know, they're trying to figure out any other new info that they don't know about her. Anything of that sort. So she says a few things, and they all start arguing at each other. You know what I mean? You got Strand going off on a few people, and then you got Sarah going off on a few people. You got what's his name going off on a couple people. So you got all kind of different characters going at each other. And then Daniel's like, enough. I'm like, thank you. And he goes, arguing. He goes, we need to put our past behind us. This has nothing to do with the past. We're trying to figure out now. We need to work together. I'm like, true. So,
yes, thank you.
We kept on trying to figure out. They go in another argument again. This time, Daniel's kind of going out in a little bit of space. I don't want to say space, but he's you just all of a sudden just kind of see the camera just kind of wiggling, just kind of go. Daniel goes down. Everybody kind of fucking goes right down to cover and shit like that, and they're all like, "What the fuck?" And so they're all trying to figure out, okay, who the frick did that? Now, at first Daniel was like, okay, I think that was just one of the dynamites that just accidentally went off. Maybe a rock hit it, went off. But obviously in his mind he was thinking, I think that was done on purpose. But that was basically just to calm everybody down. So, of course, that bomb explosion attracted a lot of zombies. Go figure. A ton of them, actually, to be exact. Where it basically became, the argument was weak. Yeah, I agree with that. The argument was kind of weak. Again, Strand made a few points. Well, not very strong points. I was like, shut up. Sarah made some good points. And so you got a couple people that made some good points. But again, you're right. The argument was weak. So we continue on here. they go to the front gates to see how it is, and a lot of zombies. Strand and Sherry are like, we need to get the guns. Daniel's like, the walls are going to hold just fine. Let's not over panic. You know what I mean? We're going to be fine. Let's just lay low and stay quiet. True. All right, you got a point. So they kind of do that. He and Sherry, or excuse me, Danielle and Charlie, of course, shitty character. Get away from him. God damn you. He goes to the shack, right? To check on the guns, and then of course Charlie was there saying, "What are you doing?" Morgan says not to get the guns. Remember, Morgan, he went out to get some supplies for
the group.
No, for her wife, for his wife.
Oh, for Dwayne, sure.
Which one of the characters, yeah, Charlie and oh no, it wasn't at that point yet. So yeah, Charlie hasn't left yet with Morgan's wife. So he let's see here. Yeah, Morgan goes off and gets the supplies because the baby is pretty much going to be coming very soon here. And obviously the baby doesn't come in this episode yet, but it kind of creates the attention a little bit higher, you know what I mean? So that kind of situation happens. So obviously she is number one to keep protective, obviously. So he obviously knows where to get the supplies that he needs to kind of see the baby and such like that kind of stuff. And so he does that. So yeah, so Morgan Danielle goes and checks on goes to check on Derek, what are you doing? Why are you constantly sending the same message? If you could stop, please. So yeah, so he goes to that and checks on the weapons just to make sure, you know what I mean, just in case, you know what I mean. We need to be prepared if the walls do break, right? So he opens the door, he unlocks it. Charlie's like, "What are you doing? You know, Morgan told us, you know, we don't need the guns. We're perfectly fine, all that." I'm like, "Charlie, shut the fuck up." It's like, bitch, shut up.
Exactly, because Daniel knows what he's doing.
Exactly. He opens the thing, and guess what? All the guns are gone. Huh. I'm like, what the fuck? All the guns are gone. And I'm like, well, that's not good. So, yeah, so that kind of situation happened. He went right to Danielle, or excuse me, Danielle went right to Victor and says, "All right, Victor, enough fucking around." You know, or that's not exactly what he said, but you know, basically, enough fucking around. Where'd you put the damn guns? You know what I mean? Started kind of, you know what I mean? Started asking people. He threw him into prison. Is what Daniel did. And he started asking him. He's like, all right. You know what I mean? Or no, that scene doesn't happen just yet. Sorry. So he starts asking the different people. You know, what happened to the guns and such like that. We're trying to figure this situation out. And obviously you kind of have some people kind of going at each other a little bit. You know, well, where are the guns? Well, I don't know. I just went in there and they're not fucking gone. You know, or they're gone. Weak characters, I agree with you. So yeah, so that situation happens. A couple zombies come in. Who let them in? Danielle let a few in. He let a few zombies in. But then you find out that Strand had a pistol on him. And then Daniel...
Really?
Yeah, Daniel turned around and he's like, "I know who took the guns." Strand turns around and they're like, "Who?" And he goes, "Standing right in frickin' front of me." And then Strand was like, "Bullshit." And he goes, and then he fucking throws him right in that prison. He goes, "All right, enough fucking around. You know, where'd you took the damn guns?" "I didn't take them." Yeah. He's like, yeah. Enough fucking playing around with me, boy. Where's the fucking guns? Where's the weapons? You know what I mean? Obviously, he's not swearing, but, you know, he's having fun with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's classic Daniel for you.
You know what I mean? So that kind of situation happens a little bit. Then, he then quickly goes to Morgan's wife, and he tells Charlie to go with him, or with her, sorry. Of course, fucking Charlie. God damn it. Terrible character. Ugh.
I know.
A little bit too much in this episode, but whatever. And so she does. She goes with her, and she tells them to go to the shack. Remember it right off my head. That's exactly what he tells them. Remember that part. That's important. So after he does that, that's where they head, because he tells them that, you know, it's not safe here. Go back to the shack, or go to the shack, and you can stay safe there. It's cleared out. You should be fine there. In the meantime, and I'll meet up with them. And that's what he said. So, that kind of situation happens. He goes back to Victor, and he goes, all right. And he goes, boom! He shoots off a fire, and he goes, all right, let's go. And he goes, Jesus! And he's like, enough fucking around, god damn it. Tell me what the damn weapons are, boy! You know, and he's just fucking coming in there fucking like all pissed and shit. And obviously he's not swearing, but I'm just kind of trying to emphasize it for you. So he freaking comes in there, and he's just like, enough playing around. And then all suddenly, all of a sudden you hear machine guns go off and shit like that. And all that stuff. And so then that happens. Basically, obviously, there's a little bit of scene where the zombies do kind of get in a little bit past the first gate, and so they kind of get to the second gate basically inside the thing, and they had a discussion there who took the guns and shit. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure it all out. Daniel has a good discussion there, which I did like. That was strong. But yeah, so then he comes back out there to figure out, okay, what is all the shooting and such like that. That's Morgan back with that big truck, that big ass truck. So Morgan finally came back with the truck. He killed all the zombies. Kudos. So he was just like, Danielle, what's going on? And then the scene kind of goes to blank. It comes back to them trying to find his wife. You know. Well, they finally found the wife, you know, and Charlie. Finally, randomly. They went to the shack first, and then they couldn't find him. Okay, that's a little bit weird. And so when they finally found him, Daniel's like, where were you guys? I told you guys to go to the shack. And right away, Morgan's wife goes, no. You told us to go to the Cavanas. The Carvanas, or whatever the spot is called, where they went. And he goes, what? He goes, I wrote it right there on the map. What are you talking about? Cavanas. He goes, I remember. He's like, I told you guys to go to the shack. I told you guys I was going to meet you there, and then, you know what I mean, we would have been good. And he says, I put it right on the map, which I gave to you. Remember? So they hand him the map, and guess what? It says, it doesn't say the shack. It says the Cavanas.
So somebody traded the wife's map with a map that says what Sherry said.
No, I don't know.
The way
I don't know.
It,
I freaking.
Is somebody playing games?
That's what I was trying to figure out, and I was like, wait. I'm like, wait up. And of course, Morgan's like, Danielle, what's going on? And I'm like, hold up here. Let's not start turning on Danielle now. He's not the issue. You know, he's not the issue here. Come on. I'm like, come on now. I even remember. I can go back in the episode and fucking show you that he said that. I'm like, come on. You know. I'm like, this is. I'm just like, oh. And he goes, okay, no worries. We'll just we'll just talk about this when we get back to the thing. So then they get back to the thing, right? And then all of a sudden, Dwight and Sherry come out and shit like that, and they come out with the guns. And guess where the guns were?
Where?
They were in Daniel's tent.
So somebody put those guns in Daniel's tent to make them believe it was him, but it wasn't.
And they take him out.
So somebody's in the community playing games.
And then Morgan frickin' looks back at him, and then he goes, okay, Daniel, be honest with me. What's going on? He goes, you sent my wife to a very dangerous location? And he goes, and now you hit our guns? He goes, what are you doing? Pretty much. And I'm like, hold up here. What the fuck? I'm like, okay, now I'm just fucking confused. How and why? Okay, first of all, he did not say fucking Cavalis. He said the fucking shack. I don't know where the fuck you ding-dongs fucking got Cavalis from. And I said, second, he didn't fucking hide the guns. He went to go get them. So why the fuck would you hide them in his fucking tent if you went to go get them? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And so he tried to explain that, and he just got confused, and he's like, and they're just like, are you okay? And he's like, I don't know what to think anymore. And that's exactly what he said, pretty much. And he goes, you know what? And the first thing he said too was somebody's playing with this. Somebody's trying to make me look bad. And shit like that. And he said all that.
Yeah, that's true, because somebody's playing games.
And he
Think
said
about
that,
it.
And he said that, and then of course Dwight pitches in there. Well, nobody was around you and such like that when you did this and this. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you fuckers. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's just like, no. Everybody, no. They're just trying to get us to all turn on each other. He goes, that's what they're trying to do. It's not, And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. And then Morgan's just like, are you okay, Danielle? And I'm just like, fucking Lord. God damn it. They don't fucking believe him.
I'm like, come on, Morgan. Someone's playing games.
They didn't believe him.
Think about it.
They didn't believe him. They didn't believe him. And then
they're retarded, because why would Daniel go check on the guns?
I don't know. It confused me as hell.
And then for them, I don't know. Why would he keep the guns if he went to go check?
It didn't make any sense to me either. It didn't.
Which is why I think someone's in the community playing games.
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
I swear, if it's Charlie or Dakota, I'm going to be... I swear, man.
Charlie was actually trying to look for some guns, and Daniel was telling her to go search in some of their backpacks. You know what I mean? Some of Sherry's backpacks and shit like that to go find some weapons. And then Sherry got kind of caught, Charlie got caught. So, which was kind of funny.
But still, if it's Dakota, which most likely,
I agree with you. I agree with you. Right.
If it's Dakota, I'm gonna be pissed.
Guess what? Guess where they throw Daniel?
They threw him in the cell with Victor, didn't they?
They threw him in the cell, yeah. Not with Victor, though.
Victor.
They let Victor go. They let him back out. I don't know.
I'm like, why are you being retarded? Daniel.
I don't know if it was Victor. I don't think it was. I think he just only kept one gun on him, and I guess it's a good idea. He did keep the gun because he saved Dwight. A zombie was just about to get Dwight, and Victor came in there and killed the zombie right away. So he did kind of save Dwight in that sense, which I'll give him credit there. So I don't think he did steal the guns. He really did go at him that entire time. You know what I mean? Twice actually, and he kept saying it wasn't me. So I get it's hard to say at this point, but yeah, no, they threw him in the cell, and then that's obviously that's when you see June talking to him and such like that, and then they started going over his memory and such like that, trying to remember this stuff. Now he got all this stuff correct, so I was kind of getting confused. Like, okay, is it even a memory loss, or is it even an issue in all, you know, and shit like that. And then what June says it's a physiological issue or something of that sort. And I'm like,
did June believe Daniel, or was June acting retarded and being like, oh,
I don't know.
I don't believe you.
I mean, I said, it's a possibility. I mean, he is getting up there in age, but I don't know. It just seems kind of fishy. You know what I mean? He decided to leave that community, and that's what he did.
Daniel?
Yep. At the very
I don't blame him, because if it was me, I would be like...
Well, no, because he doesn't want to...
Yeah, I'm going to go because you guys think I did this.
No. That wasn't the reason. He did it because he didn't want to put them in danger. He felt like it was him. He was like, you know what? I'm putting you guys in danger. Now, whether it was actually him, I don't think it was. I could be proven wrong, obviously. But I don't think it was. But I guess we'll find out as episodes go on. But... you know, and you let me know when you watch the episode. You let me know, give me your take on it, and shit like that.
I mean, if somebody's in the community playing games, it makes sense because Daniel would never do the things they're accusing him of.
And it doesn't make any sense that Daniel would, do something like that and such.
Misdirecting Dwight and Sherry, and who put the guns in Daniel's thing. You want to know who I think it was?
Who?
Dakota.
It could be. It very well could be.
I think it was her because...
Yeah, it could be.
I think it was her. I don't know if you will agree with me, but I think it was her because, you know, probably she made a boo-boo, and knowing her, she doesn't want to get in trouble, so she probably put that in Daniel's tent so that he can take the blame and so that she won't get in trouble.
Right. Yeah, try to make him look bad. I mean, so he left the group, and it kind of made me sad there. But he ended up invites him to come to where him and his people are at, and so that's where he decided to go.
I mean, if I was Daniel, I would have went with Sherry's crew because Sherry.
No, I think they already left. They already left at that point. By the time he left.
Yeah, I mean, if it was me,
I was fine. I was fine. I was okay with that. I could tell Strand was trying to kind of make up for that past. I could tell he was trying to kind of, you know what I mean? He was trying to be a better person. So maybe he didn't do it. Maybe he didn't. You know what? Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was actually right. Maybe he was being honest. Maybe he didn't actually touch any of the guns, and it made it seem like it was him because he had a pistol on him. But that's only because he hit it. You know what I mean? But I don't think it was him. You know, because, I mean, just watching him as he was pointing the gun at him and shit like that, he was fucking crying and begging to his knees. Like he never did before.
I mean, if he's doing that, then that shows right there, of course he didn't fucking do it.
Right,
because if he did do it, he wouldn't have admitted it. He would have said the truth right then and there.
Right, exactly. So no, he didn't.
So yeah, there's no way it's going to be Strand. There's no way it's going to be Charlie. There's no way it's the way or Sherry.
Well, I don't know about Charlie. It's hard to say. Well, you know, you're right about that. You know, yeah, it couldn't be Charlie.
It wasn't Charlie, because if it was Charlie, she knowing her, she would have just, you know, said the fucking truth. Same with Strand, and admitted it right then and there. But in my opinion, I think it's Dakota. I mean, it makes no sense to be anybody else. Right. It makes no sense for it to be Alicia. It makes no sense for it to be Luciana or Dia or Wendell. It makes no sense. It makes more sense to me. It makes more sense for it to be Dakota.
Right. So that was basically the episode. You know, it was an okay episode. I didn't like the fact that everybody practically targeted him. That didn't make me exactly excited. You know what I mean? Even though things made it look like he was wrong. Now, on the misinformation about, you know, going to the shack or going to the Cavernous, that fucking I don't even know what to say about that fucking part. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I have no idea what to say, because when you watch that fucking scene, he clearly fucking says shack, and they fucking say okay, good. So the fact that they fucking get there and they say no, you said Cavernous, they're like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Where'd you get this nonsense? You know what I mean? It just fucking, it blows my mind. I'm like, what the fuck? It makes no goddamn sense. It makes none at all. You know? I mean, even if he does have memory loss, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because he told you, right in the goddamn episode, to go to the fucking shack. You know? So where the fuck did you get Catalast from? You know? So that fucking, I don't know. You know, but maybe you're right. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the case, you know, or something.
I mean, sure, maybe he does have a little bit of memory loss because of his age, but still, that doesn't mean or confirm it's him 100%.
Right.
That doesn't prove anything.
No, it doesn't.
Like I said, it makes more sense for it to be Dakota, because knowing Dakota, she doesn't want to get in trouble, and she'll do anything to get out of that trouble, even if that means to, you know, kill people for no reason, somebody else in trouble for no reason. It makes more sense for it to be her.
Yeah, so I'll be curious what kind of goes down.
And if it's revealed to be her, then she better get ready to die, because you think about it. You tried to blame Danielle, and on top of that, you probably put some people at risk.
No, you just hurt the group. You know what I mean? You kind of split it apart, the group, because now Daniel's not staying there anymore. You know what I mean? Because he thinks he's the issue. You know, when it probably isn't. When he probably isn't the issue. You know? I mean, towards the end there, he fucking felt like he was losing his mind. He was like, I don't know what the fuck is right anymore. He goes, I'm totally fucking mind-boggled. And I'm like, I agree. I don't even know what the fuck's going on now. I mean, it's like, what the fuck? You got everybody going against you. It's like, bitch. Fuck all you bitches. Fuck all you fuckers. Y'all suck. You know? Y'all suck ass.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you going at him for no reason? I'm like, at least go to the place where the guns were and probably, I don't know, find a clue or some shit like that.
No, they just pulled it out, and Dwight's just like, yeah, you know, we found this in your thing, and he's just like, what the fuck? I mean, his look was like, what the fuck? How did they get there? I didn't fucking move them. Like, what? And his first thing was like, oh, somebody's playing games with us. Somebody's trying to make us look bad. Somebody's trying to make me look bad. And then all of a sudden they just look at him, and Morgan's just like, are you okay, Danielle? Are you all right? It seems like there's something wrong with you. And it's like, oh my god. It's like,
I'm like, bro, Daniel is the most sanest character out of the whole episode.
Right. Right.
Like, he is badass. He has some really good moments, and he gets his facts straight. Right. Other than Morgan and Dwight are like, oh, good. Are you okay? Or no, we found this in your cabin. Right. And I'm like, really? You're not going to go back to the place where the guns were at and look around the area and see if there's, like, you know, any clues? Like, you know, a clue to you know, how this got open or who opened the door or who barged in.
That's the crazy thing. The freaking
I'm like, come on! At least think outside the box.
The freaking lock was not busted or anything. The only people who can unlock it is Morgan and Danielle. That's it.
And we know it wasn't Morgan or Danielle, meaning somebody must have taken Danielle's keys then, because obviously Morgan wasn't there.
Right. Exactly. So, you know,
I think it was Dakota who did it.
Yeah, I think
because Dakota is a tricky one.
Right, she is. You're not wrong there. So, you know, you gave me your perspective.
That's why I'm being so curious.
Right. You give me your perspective on when you watch the episode. You let me know. You know, again, it's an alright episode. It's an okay episode. You know, you let me know on everything. And next week, next Thursday or so, we will have a discussion. We'll hear your review on the episode, and we'll hear what you really do have to say. And then, of course, we'll go over episode 11, and we'll let you frickers know what that rating is going to be, or the viewership is going to be for episode 10, to see if it declines more, or do we get a little bit of a boost. I'd be amazed if we get a boost. I'm just saying that right now. I'd be amazed. I'd be very amazed. But
if it goes up, it'll just shock me, to be honest.
It would be very shocking. It would be very shocking. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to go back down.
I mean,
especially this episode with
probably.
Daniel being separated from the main group, that might piss off some more people. You know what I mean? That may piss off some more people.
It could piss off people, like, it could piss off people, like, and they could be questioning, like, oh, why is Morgan and Dwight being like, oh, no, Morgan, Daniel did this, and I'm like, no, they did it. He didn't.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Everybody was kind of against him. It wasn't just fucking them. It's just they kind of, speaked out, But everybody was kind of like, well, you did do this, you did do that. I don't know. I think it was you. It's like, come on.
I'm like, why are you pointing the finger? Like, why are you being like Virginia? Like pointing the finger without getting facts first, without, find like or
No.
or going back to the place. I'm like,
their facts were, oh, the guns are in your tent. Yup, that's one. And two, you told us to go to fucking the Cavaliers, not the Shack. Well, but fucking shit. And that's your goddamn facts, and it's like, you fuckers, goddamn you.
True, but they're not stating facts, or they're not using the facts. They're just pointing the finger at him, saying like, accusing him and saying like, oh, you did this, when that's not even the case.
Well, you know what I mean.
We were with Daniel the whole episode, and why would he open the guns just to put him in his cabin? It makes no sense. Which means somebody is playing games. I think that somebody is Dakota because she's a tricky finger.
She is.
Pretty much.
There. So we'll find out in the coming episodes, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Who do you think put the guns in Daniel's cabin? Who do you think did it?
I think it was. Fucking Dakota. I think it was.
Really?
I think it was.
I think so too. Because it makes no sense to be nobody else.
Derek says, well, I heard the director is lazy and just cares about money. You're not wrong there.
Pretty much.
Walker did for director. He says, weak characters.
I mean, with me, I would direct a better episode.
He goes, horrible plot. Please make a change. Listen to the community or we will sue you.
I mean, if they get rid of the new showrunners and if they get rid of the shitty writers and bring back Madison and say, like, season 7, maybe there's a chance the show can get saved or it could go down.
Right. So, but yeah, no, that's what it is on the episode. You let me know next Thursday what your review is on episode 10. Let me know for surely you watched the whole thing, and give me your reaction on it, and we'll kind of go over your rating on it and all that good stuff. Such like that. What was your rating for episode 8 and 9, by the way?
For episode 8, I rated it if you ask me, like my rating for Fear the Walking Dead season 6 episode 8, it's going to be a 5.8 out of 10 because of how ridiculous it is, how poorly John's death is handled. And for season 6, episode 9 of Fear, season 6, I would have to say my rating for that episode will be an 8 out of 10 because it's a good episode.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was rating.
I mean, sure, it might not be amazing, but the episode itself is a good episode.
Right. Yeah, I was between 7
because it made me care for Virginia a little bit, even though I knew she was gonna die. It made me care for her and Morgan. It made me love Morgan. Like Morgan in that episode was becoming Rick Grimes, the Fear the Walking Dead version of Rick.
Right. So what was your ratings, Derek, for episode 9 and 10? Give me your ratings on that, because you said 8 is 2 out of 10. Damn, 2 out of 10. But hey, I respect your opinion. Mine for episode 9 is a 7 to 7.5 out of 10. It ranges about there. I'd probably say leaning more to 7.5 out of 10, leaning more of that. So, but yeah, you let me know your exact rating for 9 and 10, Derek. Because you say 9 was good, 10 was horrible, 8 was 2 out of 10. Okay, so you said 9 is an 8 out of 10. Okay, all right. And then 10 is a 3 out of 10. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'd say 7.5 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed it, but I still had some disappointments. A few. Enough disappointments to knock me down to a 7.5, at least. You know what I mean? Around that range. Close to an 8, but not quite an 8. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. And then the other episodes, yeah, 6 out of 10. Or,
I mean,
shit.
I will say this. I will admit this. From what you told me, Ray, the titles, the rest of the titles for the second half of Fear Season 6, they are indeed retarded. And there's no doubt about that.
Did you see the last one? The last episode?
If I was
13.
writing and directing
13.
an episode, I would have one of those episodes titled Legion.
Episode 13. Episode 13. JD. Nah.
And you're going to make that the finale?
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, supposedly, yeah, if that's fucking 13 episodes. That's gay if they do that. Episode 12 is In Dreams. Episode 11 is The Holding. Episode 10, Handle with Care. Yeah, that's what the episode 10 was called.
Imagine if they brought back Nick for like season 6, episode 12. Like, imagine that shit.
Right. Oh no. Okay. No wonder why episode 8 was kind of shitty. Ian Goldberg and Andrew Chambliss, they fucking directed it. Those fuckers.
What?
Yeah.
That's gay.
Those assholes.
That is so retarded.
Those
and
assholes.
So gay.
We're the ones that fucking did it. No wonder why it's fucking terrible. No wonder why it's fucking
and
terrible.
And they made the decision to kill off John in a shitty way in the first place.
Right. I hate Victor. Yeah, I agree. Nick Burndar did episode 9. Well, no wonder why you did a great episode. It was fucking great.
Yeah. Who wrote season 6, episode 8? I'm curious now. Who wrote that episode?
Season 6, episode 8? I already told you. Ian Goldberg and Andrew Chambliss.
Oh my gosh.
The fucking idiots. The dweebs.
Exactly. That's why the episode's so shitty, because they don't even know how to write a good episode.
Episode 9 is Nick Burndar. Bernodar. I don't know how the fuck to say his last name there.
Bernodar. Yeah, shout out to him. He wrote that episode with such love and care. That episode's amazing, and you could just tell.
Daniel
by the action.
Daniel needs to fix his fucking hairline. Damn.
I don't know about that, but I will have to say that Victor has to get his shit together. Otherwise, he's going to die.
Episode 10 was written by Ashley Cardiff and David Johnson. Okay, well, it was an okay episode.
I mean, yeah, from what you're telling me, it's 50-50.
Right. Episode 11, The Holding, is directed by Channing Powell. I'd be curious to see how that episode does. That'll be May 2nd.
Who's going to be the writer of the episode?
For episode 11, it is Channing Powell. And the last two, it's to be determined. They're not sure yet. Episode 7, Episode 7 was directed by Jacob Pinnan. Episode 6 was directed by Alex Delisle, or whatever the frick her name is. Yeah, they did it kind of shitty. No wonder why.
Hold on, bro. I gotta go use the restroom. Give me a second.
Episode 5, Ashley Cardiff. What are the Dweebs did the first episode as well. God damn it.
I mean, at least they did season 6, episode 1 better. Than, the shitty episode that is Fear season 6, episode 8.
Yeah, they only done 2 episodes so far. Thank God.
I'll be right back, bro. I gotta go use the restroom. Give me a second.
Right. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. The director said a few days ago that he needs to rush the season. Really? What do you mean rush the season? Is that why they're not doing 16 episodes? Is that why? I'm going to end the stream here in a few. All right, then give me 1 second here. I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty then. You back? Victor is a bitch. What's up, Super Sentai? No, Aaron's not here. No, why would he be here? You there, Walker Dead?
I'm back.
What's up? What's up, Super Sentai? Welcome to the stream. Hey, what's up? Head Mod here is here, bitches. Victor is a bitch. Yeah, fuck Victor and Daniel.
Yeah, pretty much, and you're not wrong.
No, Derek is not a fan of Victor or Daniel.
He's not a fan of Victor or Morgan?
No, of Victor or Daniel. Fear was okay. Daniel was cool.
How can you hate Danielle? He's not even a bad character.
He
was one of the best parts of Fear in season 5.
Derek is not a fan of him. Not everybody is.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's true. I can understand that.
Right. Yeah, this episode was okay, but I didn't, again, for Super Sentai for you, I just kind of went over I love Danielle is the best. There you go. Hell yeah. This episode, they kind of backstab him, you know what I mean? They make him look like he did all this shit, which I don't think he did. What do you think? Let me know, Super Sentai, if you think if Daniel actually did all this. Looks cool. I saw it where he was shot. Miss John, yeah, I agree. Do you think Danielle, hid the guns and shit like that, or do you think he didn't?
I mean, it makes no sense, though, for it to be him.
To me, it doesn't make any sense that he would. To me, I think it was somebody else, like Dakota.
I think it was Dakota, because Dakota is a tricky Butterfinger.
Aaron puts a lot of... Yeah, I know he does. He needs to kind of chill with his memes. His memes are ridiculous. And also, Super Sentai, let me know what you think about episode 9 only getting 1.12 million views. So it actually dropped. Let me know what you think about that. It dropped 50,000 compared to episode 8. Let me know what you think about that, your opinion on that. I think Daniel went through shit. He got shot and his head bashed. I think it could be him or someone else. Okay. Fair enough. I respect that opinion.
I don't think it's him, though, because, again, it makes no sense for it to be him. It makes more sense for it to be Dakota.
Again, Dakota, remember, I explained everything to you. I would prefer you watch the episode, obviously. You know what I mean? Watch the episode, and then you let me know if you still think the same way or not. You know what I mean? I think people stopped watching because John died. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah. It's a disappointment, you know what I mean? And I think episode 10, I think it's going to decline as well. I think Charlie stole the guns. See? Oh, well, I don't know. The other reason why...
I mean, why would if Charlie likes Daniel... Now, wait a second. If she likes Daniel, like a father figure, then why would she stab him in the back by grabbing the guns and putting it in the cabin like that?
You gotta understand, she is a bitch. It was Victor. Yeah, I don't know. If Victor is 50-50, I mean, it could be him, sure.
I think it's Dakota because she's a tricky Butterfinger. She doesn't want to get in trouble.
Dakota's been in the background ever since that entire episode, man. You don't really see her very much. You know what I mean? I think it might be Dakota.
I still think it's her.
I think it might be Dakota. I think it might be. I think it will. She's a freaking...
I think it's her because they didn't focus on her a lot, and that's just...
Yeah, they focused on Charlie quite a bit. Plus, Charlie did leave when Danielle told her and freaking Morgan's wife to leave. You know what I mean? They go with each other. So that doesn't make any sense for her to do it.
Wait, so Charlie left it with Daniel?
No. Charlie left with the wife of Morgan. Because he wanted to get Morgan's wife to safety. Because
you mean the White's wife?
Yeah. Morgan's wife.
Yes. Not Morgan's wife. The White's wife. Sure.
Whatever. However you
want. It doesn't really matter. Right?
It doesn't. No, whatever. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You could practically say it's his wife now at this point. I don't even.
I mean, I wouldn't be a fan of Morgan and Sherry getting together.
Or girlfriend, whatever. However you prefer to say
Well,
it.
I wouldn't be a fan of that. That would be ridiculous. If Sherry's going to go at anybody, it should be...
Not
I don't,
Sherry. I'm talking about.
maybe that other dude.
I'm talking about Morgan's wife. Hello, the one that's pregnant.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. She goes with Charlie, and they leave to go to the shack, supposedly. But they didn't actually go to the shack. They went somewhere else, and they accused Danielle of saying to go to the Cavanaghs when when he actually told them to go to the shack. So I don't know what happened there. That confused me.
You want to know what's this? You want to know what I think the saddest part of this episode is?
Super Sentai said Sherry should die, like in the comics. Damn.
I hope not, because in my opinion, that was such a shitty death. And if they do that, I'm gonna stop watching.
Yeah, Super Sentai.
You already know.
Super Sentai is not a fan of Sherry, and I'm not the biggest.
I understand that, but if they do it, I'm not gonna be a fan of it. Number one, number two. Of course, I'm gonna stop watching the show because Sherry in the first half was indeed being a badass, and if they kill her off in a shitty way like they did with John, you bet your ass I'm gonna stop watching because it's like, why are you killing off all these good characters in shitty ways? Like, for example, with John, why kill him off if the actor was willing to stay? Even if he was going to leave, why would you do that anyway if you didn't give the actor the opportunity to come back, even though he was going to leave?
Right. I mean, Daniel went through a lot.
I mean, to those who don't like, Daniel or Sherry, that's fine.
It's possible, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think he did do it. Me personally, I could be proven wrong. Maybe he did. Maybe he did do it. Maybe he just didn't remember it. And that's possible. You know what I mean? It's a possibility. It still doesn't make.
But then again, like you said, it makes no sense for it to be Daniel. Like, why would Daniel even do that?
Well, I mean, maybe the guns thing. Maybe he just did that on accident and just didn't realize. But that still doesn't. It still doesn't justify him telling them to go to the Cavalass, or the Cavarass, when he specifically said, right there on camera, that he said go to the shack. Okay, what else did he fucking... He didn't say anything else. He told him to go to the shack and that's it. And they said, okay. So, at what possible time could he went back in there and fucking said, go to the Callus? They left right away. You know what I mean? I think he might.
Yeah, it makes no sense for it to be him. Why would he go check on the guns?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there, Super Sentai. I mean, these showrunners are a bunch of dweebs, and they don't fucking know what the hell they're doing. And maybe they did make Danielle look like an idiot and actually be the bad guy here. And if that's the case, then they're really dumb. You know what I mean? They're dumbasses. They're worse than I thought. But... You know, if that's the case...
I mean, at this point, Scott Gimple should be the next showrunner.
He should be. We got rumors that...
I mean, if he did The Walking Dead seasons 4, 5, and 6 really good, then imagine what he could do with Fear the Walking Dead season 7.
I hated Victor since he shot Daniel. I agree with that. Yeah.
I can understand that. And I mean, like I stated before, I don't think he should have done that because, again, that's just
not
a dick move.
No, Super Sentai says no, not Scott. Yeah, we need somebody else, like Dave Erickson, or somebody else. I
don't think Dave Erickson, because why would they bring him back if the new showrunner said they weren't going to kill Madison? They did anyway.
He might just need to end the series at this point. You know what I mean? They went too far already. It's only, you know what I mean?
If we're going to get a new showrunner who understands the show and its characters. Showrunners like Andrew Chanlis and Ian Goldberg don't know what the heck they're doing, and they don't care about the characters like we do.
I say Greg Nicotero.
They don't understand anything, and they don't know how to write a good episode nor a good season or story. And that's been proven with seasons 4 and 5.
Listen, big man. Greg Nicotero. Greg Nicotero, I think that could be a good option. That'd be way better than these dweebs, by far.
I doubt that. As much as I want that, as much as I want to see him as a showrunner, I just don't see it. Because if he's going to be busy with all the makeup for both shows, then how is he going to be the showrunner?
I mean, you got to remember, The Walking Dead is ending. Remember that. So.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that.
I mean, the main show is ending, so. And I don't know how much he's still doing the main show. I don't know how much he is. It's hard to say. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if after The Walking Dead, I don't know if he's going to go to Fear the Walking Dead. I don't know if he's going to do other projects. That's the thing. We don't know what's going to go down. But him as showrunner, I don't know.
Super Sentai says,
I mean, with
think he would
Gimple,
do better.
It's different.
Super Sentai said, I think he would do better than these two. Well, Scott and Gimple already had his chance, and he fucking blew that, all right? He doesn't deserve a second chance. Let's just say that. We need somebody different.
No, he doesn't deserve to be chief content officer because
that's nothing we can
when he did the Carl was messed up.
They've all made bad decisions, but Scott also made a lot of good decisions as well. So you got to.
I mean, true, but that doesn't change the fact that Scott Gimple killed off characters that should have died yet. Like for example, Carl is a character that should die.
I'm not discarding that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you got to look at both sides. He did some good things and he did some bad things. That's what I'm saying. He's 50-50. But he does not deserve to be showrunner again. I discarded that, even if it is Fear.
I agree, and I agree with you there on that.
He's done his time, and we just need some other guys in there. I think anybody would be better than these dweebs. We're seeing how these idiots perform, and they fucking are terrible.
If I was showrunner of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, I would have made it better than Fear Seasons 4 and 5. Hell, if I was the showrunner for Fear Season 7, I would have had, Alicia Morgan.
Yeah, exactly what Super Sentai said.
Danielle, Sherry.
We need new people.
Luciana. I would have had those characters in every single episode because of how important they are. Strand and no, because he already pulled a fucking 360.
Right. We need new people with fresh ideas. Super Sentai has a good point. We need new people with fresh ideas.
Yeah, and you want to know what I would have done if I was showrunner of Fear the Walking Dead Season 7? I would have brought back Madison and Troy Otto for the fans, not for the story and not for the views. No, I'm being serious. That's exactly what I would have done.
Right. Well,
and I know you and Super Sentai would be like, wow, this guy is actually doing.
And I agree.
Really
That would be way better. I agree. So apparently Super Sentai, there's rumors going around that Morgan
is gonna die.
Yeah, we have a rumor that Morgan is gonna die.
Yeah, we already heard.
Or we have a rumor that Madison's gonna come back in the finale, and Madison's gonna kill Victor, shoot Danielle, and she's gonna be crazy. And
and one of the details is he's gonna shoot Danielle.
Let me know what you
think. Him and
Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about that idea.
I kid you not.
It's a rumor, mind you, but if they kill Morgan, I will stop watching.
No.
I agree with you on that one.
The rumor about Madison is true. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like I'm like, bro, like no joke. What the heck did I just watch? And then I'm gonna be ratings, like, wow, this darkest rumor
is on a decline again.
Fucking came true.
We'll see.
Wow.
Right. We'll see how episode 10 does in terms of ratings. And if it goes below 1.12, then here we go again on the decline. Decline. Here we go again. We're starting from scratch. If she kills Danielle, I'll be like, why did you ruin a good character? Well, no. Basically, what they plan on doing is that they're going to ruin her character. She's going to be crazy. She's not even going to be the same Madison we know and love. So she's going to be
fucking brainwashed. They literally said that for real.
Brainwash. Yeah, she's going to. I mean, the killing Strand, I won't have an issue with. Shooting Danielle, I will have an issue with. And then her being brainwashed, I will have an issue with that as well. Because that's just not. Because that's not Madison Clark. That's not even her character. Yeah. So again. Terrible idea. If they do that, the ratings are gonna fucking plummet. I'm telling you, they're gonna die. They're gonna lose. And they might die anyway. That might not even matter if they do it or don't do it. Their ratings are still going down. You know what I mean? Their ratings still hasn't come back from that first episode of season 6. It still hasn't came anywhere close to 1.5 million people watching live on TV. It hasn't come anywhere close to it. And The Door, episode 8, couldn't even get past 1.2 million. You know, that's bad, man. I'm sorry, but you know, you're not gonna you're not from below. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just gonna be like, fuck this show. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be irritated. I really will. You know. I mean,
would you be angry on stream? Or would you show us your angry face?
By far, of course I will be. That's without a question.
I know I would if I was doing the stream.
Well, yeah, I doubt. You know, and you'd probably be in it. So, you know what I mean? I'll spoil the whole damn thing for you. I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's okay because you're gonna see the episode regardless. So. Well,
yeah,
maybe
pretty much.
You may see it just to see how it turns out, but
I am gonna see it. I'm gonna see it anyway because even if I don't see it, I'm still gonna find out what happens.
Right. So, you know, so we'll see how it goes.
Because I'm the one that gets information on The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead.
Supergirl's a downward spiral. Yeah. Hey, Fear's joining it, right?
I mean, Supergirl, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Supergirl. I mean, they brought back the father out of nowhere. The only good part about Supergirl season 6 is Dreamer and Leon Luthor.
Right.
Those two characters are the only two good characters right now. Alex, I don't care anymore. Jimmy's sister is just a side character that shouldn't even be on the show. The Miss Martian, I'm like, why are you even on the show? Why are you even on the show? Why are you even here? Martian Manhunter, I actually do like Martian Manhunter. Supergirl, at this point, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. The character, I don't know what they're doing anymore. They're almost, you know, spoiling that, oh, she's gonna die, and I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? You're gonna end this show with her death? Are you kidding me?
Right.
But anyway, I don't know. I don't know about Supergirl at this point. I mean, of course, I'm still gonna watch for Dreamer and Lena, but I'm not gonna fucking watch for, you know, the shitty characters. Same with Fear the Walking Dead. I'm not gonna watch Fear for the shitty characters. I'm gonna watch the show for the good characters. Like, for example, Danielle.
Right.
And Alicia.
Mm-hmm. All right. Obviously, we would understand that. Leanna is cute, and she is going to date Alex. Nice. And Supergirl. Nice. But stay tuned. I got a couple streams. I got food, actually. I'm going to go eat real quick here. So I appreciate being with us on this Thursdays. And for the streams this weekend, Super Sentai, you can give your review on Fear on stream, of course. You definitely do so. We'll definitely be there for that. Again, this episode was an okay episode. It was alright, I guess. 6.5 to a 6.8 out of 10 was my rating on it. It's an okay episode. And no, I will not review Fear. What was your rating on this episode, Super Sentai? I'm curious on it. What is it? Mine is a 6.5 or so. I don't know. I'm probably going to say 6.5. I'm going to stay with that. 5 out of 10. Yeah, maybe a 5.5 out of... Yeah, maybe a 6 out of 10.
I mean, my rating, I don't know yet.
Yeah,
it might be either a 6 out of 10 or a 6.8 out of 10. I don't know yet.
He's saying 5
I mean,
out of 10.
if that's my rating, we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. I don't know why I'm saying 6.5. Because there was more Charlie in this episode. What the fuck? Why am I changing?
I'm like, are you being gay for showing Charlie in this episode? Like, how gay are you?
He says I changed 4 out of 10. Damn.
That's understandable because, you know, Charlie was in the episode about being gay, so...
And then you got fucking Strand that was there majority of the time. Oh, my God.
You got Strand there begging on his knees, crying like a little baby.
Every time they kept showing Charlie and Strand, I just kept going negative 0.1, negative 0.1, negative.
It's like negative numbers all over again, but only this time it's getting worse.
He says it goes down because of Charlie and Strand.
Pretty much.
Exactly, I agree with you. Too much of those characters are in it. You know what I mean? I was almost happy that Danielle was gonna kill him. I wish he did. That would have made me happy. Actually, I'll be like, yes.
To be honest with you, Ray's
gone. But nope. Of course he didn't. God.
To be honest with you, Ray's, the saddest part of the episode is they didn't even have Alicia in it. Like that shows how much they're having Alicia as a side character.
Oh, he said
like really.
Super Sentai says I laughed when Danielle pointed the gun at Victor. Alicia was not in the episode at all. Nope, she wasn't.
Exactly, because they're treating her as a side character, and I'm like, no, you don't do that. Don't do that. And Super Sentai would agree with me. Don't have her be a side character.
I don't even give a shit about her at this point. I really don't. Not really. I've lost interest. I really did. She may interest.
You want to know what Alicia says? One of the lines she says to the guy.
Charlie had a lot of lines. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Super Sentai. Charlie had a lot of lines in this episode. Too freaking many. My God.
She was the gayest character in the whole episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit.
Pretty much, because she's like talking like, oh, we gotta do this, and I'm like, just die already. No one cares about you. You're not important. You have not redeemed yourself for what you did to Nicholas Clark.
Exactly.
Nobody cares about you. You have not been punished for what you did to Nick.
Right.
No one gives a crap. No one cares. Just die already.
What's up, the quarantine gamer? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
TV series Charlie is terrible.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
She is. There's no doubt about that.
She and Dakota will date.
If they do that, I'm gonna be. That's gonna want me. Yeah, they do that. I'm gonna want them both dead even more, because I'm like, oh, the two worst characters on this show right now dating. Even though I don't have no problem with gay people, but still they're dating. And what the fuck? What are you doing at this point? EMC, what are you doing?
Super Sentai's laughing his ass off. He's going, ha 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 ha.
Well, I'm probably laughing on the inside, but on the outside, I'm like, I just want them both dead at this point.
I don't know about Dakota. It's hard for me with Dakota, but Charlie.
I mean, with Dakota, it could be different, but with Charlie needs to go. But with Dakota, it could be different.
I'm Negan, exactly.
However, if it's revealed that she framed Daniel and she put those guns in that cabin, if it's revealed that, she did do that, that's going to make me hate her even more. Like, really? You're gonna frame a character for no reason? Come on now.
Right. Well, she can be a snake like that. It's not impossible.
Exactly, because she's a tricky butterfinger.
Okay. Without a doubt.
And there's no doubt about that, because if she got out of that community, went all the way over there, saved Morgan, patched him up, and somehow got all the way back to Jenny's group without her knowing, then of course she could have pulled a 360 and somehow grab all those guns. I don't know how she would have done that anyway, but who cares? Put him in Daniel's cabin just to frame him for something he didn't even do.
I don't know.
Like, bro,
I agree with you, Super Sentai. I hate that Daniel and Charlie share scenes. Exactly. I hate that too. That freaking pissed me off.
If I was on the show, if I was playing a character on the show, I would have told the showrunners, like, hey, I'll give you credit if you write my character to kill Charlie. Like decapitate her head and put it on a pike for Alicia to see. Who wouldn't want that? Come on, who wouldn't want that?
Damn.
Think about it. Charlie killed Nick. Who wouldn't want that? Alicia will probably be like, you know what? Good job. Since you killed Charlie and made all these amazing points, why don't you come stay with us?
Yeah, the Negan style, right?
Yeah. Exactly. I would probably, if I was playing a character, I'll probably be the Negan of probably Fear the Walking Dead. You probably like it.
Oh. Well,
if I was playing a character, I would be the funniest character ever. You would have laughed your ass off.
Yeah, exactly. You did call guns.
I would do it. I can pull off a Negan,
right?
Like a Fear the Walking Dead version of Negan. I can pull it off.
All right, I'm gonna end it here, you guys, because I'm gonna go eat my food here that my parents got me. So I'm gonna go eat it. So I would want Troy to kill Charlie. I agree with that one.
Oh yes, that'll be lit. That'll be amazing
Okay.
because Troy and Nick were besties, and if Troy does it, I'm gonna be like, Troy, welcome home.
Now's your time to shine, buddy. Now's your time to shine.
Welcome home.
Yep. Now's your time to shine, buddy.
Welcome home.
Kill the bitch. Kill
Yay!
the 2.0.
Welcome home. And to be honest, I'll be like, I missed you, man. Where have you been? Where were you during season 5 and 6? Where were you?
Exactly. So no, I'm gonna end it off here. So I can go do that and such as that, and I'll continue with more streams. And after I'm done eating, we'll continue with Fallout 4 continuation. Walker Dead's reboot series, episode 3, season 2, finally, and potentially Spider-Man DLC right after that. So stay tuned. I got a lot of content for you guys coming right up. Follow me on Twitch. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys are new. Like, subscribe. Links for everything will be in the description. Check out Walker Dead. Link is in the description for his channel.
Yes, and, please help me reach my goal of 50 subscribers. I will do a special what-if video just for you guys. So please subscribe, like, comment, please. And please like, comment to Overraised and Super Sentai Reviews. They are amazing, and they post some real good content. So please subscribe to them as well.
Appreciate that. Yeah, subscribe to Super Sentai. Link. Or show them some love. You know? Yeah, you gotta show them some love. Right.
Hell, subscribe to everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
do it right now.
There you go. So yeah, Walking Dead Thursdays playlist in the description. Check it out. Link will be there. And Walking Dead Thursdays, as always, every Thursday. We'll be here next Thursday, telling you what episode 11 is, and he'll be giving his review on episode 10 because he'll be able to see it this Sunday. So we'll be able to see his live reaction, what he thinks about the episode this Sunday. Or, next Thursday. And we'll be going over episode 11. And telling you what episode 10 got for the reviews. I'm very curious if it went up or down. My prediction is it's going to go down. So, we'll see how it goes. And we'll keep watching. And we'll see you guys next Thursday. As always, Overraised. We got Walker Dead.
And as always, guys, peace out.
Peace. Guys, have a good one. Much love. Stay tuned.